Hi folks, Joe Tolman, founder and inventor of HurtSkurt, and we're here today to talk about why HurtSkurt. What's the reason that you should be buying this product over one of our competitor products? So we'll get right into what the product's all about and how it can help you. First off, the product was actually originally designed for drinks, believe it or not. I have another product that's a cooler bag, and these were invented to slide over your wine bottles or your beverages and keep them cold inside the cooler bag. When we got the prototypes made, everybody that saw them immediately slid it on their arm, and they're like, oh man, I wish I had one of these. I have tendonitis, and this thing would be fantastic because it just slides right on it and it's so cold. So we very quickly realized that this was a more valuable piece as a therapeutic device than it was for drinks, though it still does work very good for drinks, by the way, and you can use it for drinks. But we shifted into the therapy world with this product and started thinking about how we can adapt it to the body. So the concept is, and the patented aspect of this product is the design. So it's a stretchy yoga pant style fabric that stretches on its own. And then in between, we have all of these panels. So inside of each panel is a gel pack that's full of 100% gel, meaning we don't use any antifreeze. So it actually stays frozen. And because it's frozen, and there is no antifreeze chemicals of any kind in there, it stays frozen longer than any other product. It's just a basic thing. But how do you do that? Have something frozen solid and stay cold that long and still conform to your body. So that was the mission, to design something that could do that. So in between each gel panel, it's sewn into these pockets, and it's all stretch stitching in between. So in here you'll see the stretch stitching. So everything in here is designed to stretch. The entire product is designed to stretch. And then we put an elastic in the hem to aid in smaller fits. So if I'm going to put this product on my elbow, it might be a little bit too big for my elbow and slide down. So well, if we put an elastic in there, it'll help fit on those smaller fits, smaller legs, elbows, arms, those places. But it also can very easily be snipped. If you don't want the elastic, you take it out, you get even more stretch out of the product. So what we did was we developed a product that even though it's frozen solid, it still stretches and conforms. And it's also got, the hems in the middle, the seams in the middle, so that it can actually bend with you. So you can walk around with it and it'll bend with your knee, even when it's completely frozen. So that's the versatility of the product and why it works so well. It's meant to be effective, meaning long-term temperature retention, and conform your body and be super convenient. That's the other big thing. I was an athlete in college, and injure an ankle, injure a knee, and it's just a pain to ice. You'd have to get plastic wrap, and you'd sit, you'd have to be immobile, and sit around and wait for your the 20 minutes that you needed the treatment. Couldn't really move around, couldn't do anything. So this product, it literally takes all of the hassle out. If you store it in the freezer, all you do is you go in the freezer, you grab it, you put it on, you pull it on. There's no any other mess. There's no issue with getting wrap it on there and hold it in place. There's no being laid up. So all you do, slide it on, go about your day, and you can get therapy, mobile therapy. So you can be driving your car, you can bring it to the gym with you, and have it for when you're done. You can bring it to games, send it with your child to a sports game, anything, and it'll still be cold at the end of the day. That's our next step. Why do you want to use 100% gel? I want it to be soft, so I don't want it to be hard. Well, the reason is no other product can do what it does. So if there are plenty of people who aren't just looking for 20 minutes of treatment, some people are looking for pain relief. Some people are having, chronic pain, arthritis pain. So there's not just muscle recovery here. There's other situations, and we wanted to be as versatile as possible for as many people as possible and as many treatments as possible. We couldn't do that with a soft gel that doesn't stay cold as long. Why? Because you can be mobile with this thing. You can put it in a cooler, take it to work, and at the end of the day, it's still going to be cold. So it adds that aspect of mobility, and you don't have to have it in your freezer, only available right there. Like, when you bring ice somewhere, it's going to be melted by the time you're going to use it. This product is not. It's going to stay cold for a very long time, as long as it's in a cooler. So that was another aspect, and the reasoning behind having them completely frozen. We did mess around with some different gel compositions to try and develop something that would be softer and still retain that temperature for as long, but it just didn't work. So some people don't like it frozen solid. The beauty is you don't have to use it frozen solid. You don't have to store it in the freezer, for one. You can store it in the refrigerator. You'll get your 20 minutes, no problem, just like you would with any other product. Or you can just let it thaw or microwave it a little bit to soften it up. And basically you get the best of both worlds that way. You don't have to worry about not having the cold for as long as you want. If you want it to be cold for a very long time, you're going to be able to. If you want to use it in more than one part of your body in the same treatment without refreezing, you can do that. So you have it on 20 minutes on one knee, take it off, put it on the other knee, it's still cold enough for treatment on another part of your body for another 20 minutes. So that's the advantage of using the 100% gel. And we have had it UL tested, independent lab tested against competitive products, and there's nothing that comes even close to the temperature retention that HurtSkurt has. So it does work. The next part of it is the mobility. We talked a little bit about it earlier, but the mobility part of this product is fantastic. So you're not going to be laid up. You're going to put it on your knee. You're going to be able to walk around. You're going to be able, if you get home from work and you got to make dinner, but your knees are bothering you, you've got swelling, you've got inflammation, you've got chronic pain issues, you just slide it on and go about your day. You're not going to be having to sit on the couch and miss out on things or be delayed in doing things. You can actually use it while you're doing other stuff. So that's something that is not a small thing for a lot of people, the busy lives that people have these days. So it's a big bonus. So next, we can talk about the design. Where did the design come from? We are, as far as we know, the first designer therapeutic product. Everything else normally has been, black or blue, gray, something along those lines. It's not very pretty. Well, since these came from the cooler bag that we had designed before this, that it came from, that bag had a lot of bright patterns, and so these were designed to match the cooler bags. And when we started talking about the therapeutic end of things, like, well, do we make them just blue or black? No, why don't we make them colorful and have them be different? So when you're wearing one of these, you can wear them, pull it right up over your leg, on the outside of your pants. It's not just some ugly looking thing. It doesn't have Velcro. It doesn't have all these things. It's just a simple patterned product that looks nice. So it's just a difference maker in that aspect, and it's not to go unnoticed as a mental piece that helps you deal with an injury. So if you're injured and you're walking around somewhere and you got a brace on your knee and somebody's like, oh God, what happened to you? you're not going to get that when you're wearing this product. People are going to say, what is that? They're not going to ask you what's wrong with you. So it's a nice little mental piece that makes you feel a little better about your injury than you might if you're wearing a big, ugly brace on your leg. So we also, we do have the bright patterns, but we also have, just a standard flat black and a product that's called Blackout. It's a gray and black. And we also have a digital camo pattern. So, we do have more manly patterns. We have the flowery patterns for women, or for anybody that matter, that enjoys the brighter, more fun patterns. So that's the reason that we have those patterns. So next we have to talk about is our new packaging. So the packaging goes along with the temperature retention. So right now we have boxes, just a cardboard box that these come in that you take it out, you throw it away. But what we've realized that we've come up with this new packaging, flexible packaging, and it's resealable. And what you can do is you hold on to this bag. You don't want to throw it out. You keep it, and then you can store your product in the bag. And this little bag actually fits most of the sizes of our product. So this here is a medium, but you see how you're going to fold it up into this thing, and it unfolds. This actually does a few things. Oh, I'm sorry, this is extra large, even bigger. So you'll see how this works. You can fold it in half again, and it still fits into a smaller bag. But what this bag does, it keeps it safe away from food in the freezer, that kind of thing. But it also is going to retain the temperature of your product when you take it out. So if you take it out and you're going to put it in a cooler, bring it to work, bring it to the gym, bring it to a ball game, it's going to help retain that temperature inside that bag. And then also the fact that it's folded up on itself. You fold it nice and flat, fold it nice and flat, and it actually self-insulates. So this again, instead of it being flat and having more air hitting it when it's folded up like this, it's actually going to stay frozen that much longer again. So you have it space saving, you have it longer lasting, and you have the cleanliness factor of keeping it in a bag. So I'm not going to mess with that. So that's the new packaging. That's coming out very, very soon. It's in the process of getting produced now, but it's a great thing. So then we're going to talk about price. People are often talking about, well, it's way too expensive. It's actually half the price of most of our competitors on the market for the same type of product that are actually less effective. So this is really the most effective product in the market, and at pretty much the best price. There are some, really inexpensive things that just aren't going to hold up nearly as well as this product, but it's quality built, it's guaranteed for defects, and it's going to last for a long time. It's built to last. So you're not only saving money on products against our competition, but you're also going to be saving money long term, even on ice. And you think about the cost of ice. Well, people don't often think about the cost of ice, but you are paying for the water. You are paying for the Ziploc bags that you're putting them into. You're paying for the wrap that you might be putting around to hold it in place. So in the long run, this product is going to save you money. It's hand washable, so we suggest you just wash it in mild detergent in your sink and hang dry it, and it'll last for years. We do have a guarantee, like I just mentioned. The product's guaranteed against defects. We have had an issue with the gel packs. Sometimes the seal isn't good enough on the gel pack and it might leak. Well, it's guaranteed against that defect. If that happens to you, then we replace the product for free. So there's no worries about that. We're always going to stand behind our product. We're a small company. We're not a big, giant conglomerate or anything like that. We're a small family-owned business, and we stand behind our product, and we know it works. So we hope you love it, and we hope it changes your life like it's changed so many others. And any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ever reach out to us. You can reach out to us from the website, or you can email us sales@thehurtskirt.com, and we'd be happy to answer any questions and help you in any way we can. Thank you.